Star Spangled Banner. It's that new national anthem. You ain't even gotta stand up. But baby, put your fucking hands up. Put them bands 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 up.
She hold my bag, it's a lie. Got some things I can't drive. That's my baby, she my rock. Yeah, this song, it's a pop. Yeah, I know you're going through it, cause I see right through it. I know you need a charger, cause your phone on too.
My best friend throw me a party. I hope that shit go dumb. My ex got a new nigga. I hope that bitch don't come. I saw the moon last night. I thought that it was love. When I woke up, she was gone. It felt like a hit and run.
And she didn't leave an insurance card or nothing for me to call. Shit, I thought I had game, but she would be the one to leave her initials on the leaderboard. It's an evil world. I was thinking we was gonna eat tomorrow. No, don't even really be in the party. I don't even gotta wait to DM shorty. I'm trying to play with she. Said she bossed up like a baddie with a baby. All this shit food baby. Saw that the game was up for the taking. Then she confident said I'm tryna go to war. Boy with somebody's daughter. They ain't getting shifts like the vending machine is out of order. So you gotta shake it, baby. In the spot, I say we gotta shake it. I ain't got no kids, but I'm on niggas that look like claymation. Pass bro, hit me with the curry of 6. Beds looking dirty as shit. Party of 6. Turn it, turn your attention. Hot, close, party, burn your face.
I just wanna blow shit up, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5 AUNZ Cup here in the winner semifinals. It's another banger match. It's another interesting matchup here. Hayley versus Arto, the queen of the 5-digit Australia scene who made her name known after her performance in Australia's star run in the 5-digit World Cup of this year. She goes up against one of the coming stars, Ardo, who's longed for a position on the main team, who's longed for a chance to make his name known as well. Been playing for a while now in the tournament scene, has participated as far back as like 6WC like a couple years ago or something. So it's gonna be an interesting matchup here. Hayley's already proven herself to be a very formidable opponent. It's up to Ardo to really keep up here. It's a similar seeding for both players, Seed 1 versus Seed 4. And it all comes down to how well they can play on a pool of this size. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gabriel that's joining you here in the commentator's booth for a solo commentary. Kind of last minute, improvising everything. I don't have too much stats at all, so that's just gonna be how it is. But I feel like everyone is kind of expecting, pretty set strategies for both of these players. Hayley probably gonna get rid of those like very gimmicky or unorthodox maps, like the easy HR4, the hyper precision. So that would make sense. And Ardo gonna get rid of tapping, Nomad 2 and DT3. So I feel like makes sense for both players. And now first pick on the board, Hayley looking to just run it down on the Hard Rocks. It's Hard Rock 3 first pick, Hard Rock Tech. So I feel like it kind of makes sense. Ardo, I think Ardo can scale pretty well on the Hard Rocks, did relatively well on the qualifiers, but when it comes to skill cap, it isn't the hardest like star rating just yet, since it is like around 6.6. On a map that's as consistent as this, I feel like I would definitely see Hayley having the advantage. So we'll just have to see. First picks on the board. So it's a good opportunity to kind of get rid of those first map nerves and get used to the setting. 100 immediately from Ardo, but that's not going to be mattering too much. If you guys have already seen this map from previous matches, it needs no introduction really, but otherwise, this is HR3 consistency tech, Neps Rush. An absolute banger find by the poolers, I'm going to be honest. I don't recall who found it. I think it was Facey or Swad. But it's an absolutely banger find. It's just pure raw slider and mech tech, pretty much. So best to keep your aim steady. Can't really slip off any of these sliders, and it's harder to find the first slider break, unfortunately. Hayley already coming out with an incredibly strong performance. Just dropped the SS with 1/100 there, but still the FC still standing. It's already a 40k difference between the two players, and we haven't even gone to the second quarter, so Arto's first mistake gonna be doing a lot of damage here off the bat, especially on that accuracy deficit. The consistency, the accuracy, it's really gonna do a lot of damage on a pick that's this long, especially considering it's tech. So Hayley's gonna have the advantage for practically the entire map unless she misses and Arto finds that break. Arto finds that combo through the rest of the map. They make it through the Ki. It's Hayley with the FC. Arto playing catch up, so he's not done just yet, but it really just comes down to whether Hayley finds that first miss. They both make it through that very weird slider hitting the tick. So these two players prime and ready to handle whatever this map throws at them. They're not looking to let go just yet. The big ass backslider. Man, these are some insane scores on this map. Very consistent performances. Seems like they've both found it in themselves to really give it their all off the bat. But Hayley, she's given so much already, but the question is it gonna be enough? Because she's done some damage, but Arto has the recovery here. That break might just be a little bit too early. They see the scores, and Arto knows that this needs to count. He has to get this combo right here and extend it all the way till the very end if he wants to steal a breakpoint off the bat. Hayley did so damn well with that accuracy and combo off that first half, but that break, man, might have just given Arto an opportunity back into here. It's coming down to the wire. It's shifting back 850 combo and rising. The lead shifts. It's over to the blue side. And ladies and gentlemen, hayley, your seed 1, your frontrunner for the bracket might have just made a big mistake. HR3 off the bat, looking to try and abuse Arto, looking to try and show him who's the more comfortable player on the HR tech, but it seems like that is gonna be a massive mistake as Arto, with an insane combo, FCs up until the very end. I mean, it doesn't matter if he even FCs till the very end, man. The damage is done. It's more than 100k. Arto steals a breakpoint off the bat, and the slider break comes in, but it doesn't matter, man. That's a first point over to you, and it isn't even your first pick yet. 0-1 already on the board, and it's in Arto's favor despite hayley having the first pick. It is a disaster so far, but I mean, you can't even blame her. She she had the better accuracy. She had the really strong combo. It's just that her opponent just played better, man. That stronger combo going into the end, you can't really do much about that. And now it's started to reply back with the maps that he looks to try and abuse against hayley, the seed 1. It's gonna be your unorthodox and gimmick tests, I'm assuming. Those hiddens, maybe even the aim, and HD4 is gonna be his first option here. Both players very well rounded, but I feel like you look at this matchup and you can definitely assume like both of these players are gonna have some picks that they're pretty well advantaged on, and I think this one is definitely one of those. Overlap structural reading with hidden isn't really a skill set that most people would be too comfortable with, unless you're just a bona fide HD player who's used to playing these sorts of maps. Even if you've like practiced a hell of a lot on these sorts of maps, you're like in match. Then once the nerve starts kicking in, you know, it's just so easy to find a miss on practically any single pattern when the reading is just so weird. So I can definitely see Arto having the advantage here, but hayley, once again with the accuracy advantage, seems like she has done her studying on this map, man, because that is immaculate accuracy, an immaculate accuracy from her. But either way, FC still on the board for both players. It's a short map, so it's gonna come down to whichever player can hold until the very end. And hayley messes up the overlaps, does not see the pause right in time, and Arto hitting that perfectly practically. Now it's up to him to hold this for as long as he can and do as much damage as he can. Because hayley, I mean, she's probably looking to try and steal a breakpoint one way or another in some of these picks. But I mean, with that extra break from her going into this Ki, I don't think this is gonna be yet. Arto will find a break, but hayley doesn't really have too much combo. If Arto continues to miss here, I mean, there is a potential, there is some time on a map as short as this. I mean, that lead can disappear in just an instant, but there's just no combo, man. It's shifting ever so slightly, but if Arto holds with perfect accuracy and combo till the very end, then I do not see it shifting back just in time. We see a couple of 100s maybe aiding hayley's endeavors in trying to steal this back, but oh my god, it's so damn close. It's 20k, it's going down, but it's the spinner, man, and it's just not enough. Arto, by the skin of his teeth, gonna be taking that HD4, and that's 0-2 on the board. My god, and that's rough for hayley. I think the only pattern that she broke on was the weird overlap where it transitioned from the burst to the single tap, so it seems like she just wasn't able to really get out of the mind block on that pattern. Just not as comfortable, I suppose, on the tapping. So unlucky. That's just how it is. Arto, an incredible start against the seed 1. So there is a potential for an upset here. He's proving that hayley can bleed. I mean, if All Blue hasn't done that already, there is a potential for hayley to go down to the losers if she doesn't play like as well as, you know, people are expecting. And that's just how it is in a 1v1 bracket, you know, like, it doesn't really matter, like, how good you are on paper, because you have no one to rely on, you have no one to help you, like, reset if you, like, start messing up. You're all on your own, so if you just don't play well on that day, on the time of your match, then you can lose no matter what seeding you've gotten. So that's just gonna be how it is. It's up to Haley to really bounce back from those last two maps. There was a really big potential for that HD4 to be stolen, but Arto gonna be taking it. Let's see if he can take this Nomad 5 meanwhile, though. I mean, he went for that double tapping ban. I mean, Nomad 2 isn't really tapping, but it's more flow, but that map's really tough, really consistent, so I can see why he'd get rid of it. And then he gets rid of the DT3 stamina pick, so... I think this one's gonna be a bit of a tougher call for Ardo. I mean, like, it's tapping, and Haley, probably one of the better, or probably the best DT player or speed player in the bracket. One of, I suppose. So, I mean, if there's anyone you can rely on to perform relatively well on like tapping maps like these, I mean, you'd probably expect it to be Haley, but Arto's shown that despite the accuracy differences, he can still combo game, and this map specifically, I can see why he would leave it out, since out of the tapping maps, I mean, DT3 is also pretty accessible, but this one doesn't have the long bursts whilst being lower BPM, so you can see him just holding on for dear life, trying to keep his cursor steady and mashing through the bursts. Yeah, he's on the 96, but that's not really gonna matter. It's gonna be coming down to that combo, whichever player manages to find that first miss, and Arto messes up right at the end. It seems like that was a bit of a misstep. Probably strained himself too hard at the end of that stream and wasn't able to hit the buzz slider after Haley sees it. And man, potential for a stolen pick here doesn't seem to be showing. Haley feeling pretty good. Looks to put a point on the board. QBD Toilet Fortnite. And that is just insane accuracy. What can you do about that? I mean, at this point, the only question that we can really ask is if Haley manages to hold this accuracy in FC till the very end, because unless that miss comes in, I don't see Arto bringing it back, and he doesn't even have the accuracy to potentially, like, snowball this lead over back to his side. It's 99 versus 95, man. Even if you have the combo advantage, you're just not going to be doing enough damage. And Haley, man, it doesn't even look like there's going to be a miss anytime soon. She's still going past the 99.5 mark. Jesus Christ, what is she doing? I think this might be the best score on this map so far. If she manages to hold it, there's a 50 right there, but that doesn't matter. The combo's still going. There's still no misses from her side. Haley, looking to show Arto what's up on the speed, comes out with a perfect score on the Nomad 5. That's a way to get a first point on the board. And there you go. 966k, an FC, 99% accuracy. It seems like Arto's gonna have a tough time with the rest of the tapping maps still in play. Because Haley's here. Haley's here, man. Haley's here. DT2 is still open, man. The rest of the DTs are still open, actually, excluding DT3. So Arto probably gonna be having a tough time contesting on those, but all that matters is he plays around that extra point that he got off of that HR3, and he looks to try and do that on the Nomad 6, which makes sense. Just abuse the reading, abuse the gimmicks, the weird stuff, the techie stuff. I was thinking maybe the HD2 after winning that HD4, but considering how close that was, I would see why maybe he'd look to try and lean towards the finger control. I mean, so far, Arto, I think, has had the worst accuracies between the two players we're seeing right now, so I feel like that's really going to be counting on a map like this, which is really rhythm-oriented, but we'll just have to see. Maybe Arto has something up his sleeve on F10. This map, really nasty with the doubles. I mean, you look at the stats, it's CS5, AR9. I mean, I feel like that doesn't really matter too much, doesn't even feel too dense. What really counts here is, you know, the tapping and control requirement. The burst and rhythm changes are very nasty. And you can already see it. Big act drops from Haley, and some of the patterns catching Arto off guard. Even dropping his accuracy down to 86, man. Those doubles just really catch you when you're not ready. And Man, I was expecting Arto to maybe be a bit more comfortable, but it seems like this map really just way too gimmicky, and now it's gonna be a battle of attrition for both players as they try to recover on this slightly easier section. We have the faster triples and the slower bursts and streams here. Gonna be the alt parts coming in, going into the second third, and it's equal combos relatively. Doesn't even matter. Arto found the miss first because I mean there's a lot of density with this map, a lot of combos, so still could go either way. Arto finds the miss though, and hayley is gonna be having a field day with that one. And the lead is extending incredibly fast as Arto continues to find the act drops, man. What is happening? You would expect, considering it is Arto's pick, that he would have the better accuracy, but my god, it's 92 versus 88 right now, and hayley is still FCing, looking to equalize the score line here. I mean, what the hell do you even do at this point, man? She's hitting the doubles fairly decently comfortably. Finally, missteps, I think. Doesn't hit the buzz slider at the end, but I mean, Arto has some combo. The question is, does he have the time and does he have the capacity to even recover this? I mean, so far the act drops have just been so brutal. He needs to get a grip. He needs to hit this ending with perfection because I don't think this lead's gonna be coming back anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen. Like, let's be real. Arto, that miss, like, right at the beginning was just so much, but hayley finding a miss there. There is a potential now. Maybe there is reason to put some hopes on this guy. Arto, can he potentially recover this? There's barely any map left, but it's going down very quickly. It's below 40k. He needs to FC the end perfectly. I don't think there's any more hard parts though. And he misses right at the end on practically nothing. hayley gonna be stealing a breakpoint on that Nomad 6. It's 2-2 on the board. Things have just equalized, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Oh, my bad. I'm kind of lagging a little bit. I can't really see the stream too well, but Jesus Christ. These two players back and forth. Already an interesting match. We have Arto winning the first two picks and then hayley bouncing back, winning the two next ones. Let's see how things go in the latter parts of this match. I'm assuming hayley just goes for that DT2. You might as well. You won that Nomad 5 very dominantly, so you might as well just pick speed again. I mean, it is a different type of speed considering it's more towards the high BPM raw bursts. But I mean, with the accuracies in play, Arto looked like infinitely way more uncomfortable on that Nomad 5 than hayley did, so I think the DT2 would make sense here. Otherwise, maybe she would look to lean towards some of the more skill cappy maps like DT4 or just run it on the mechanics. I don't really see her going for that HR2 or aim. I feel like DT is gonna be her game, so we'll see. We'll see how it works, I guess. It's taking some time to go for her next pick, and there you go. It's gonna be Ottoman City A DT4. This map, in my opinion, very, very tough. If I recall, this was pulled in 5 WC Grands for 2023. But I mean, with how scaling has been and with the caliber of players we have, this managed to, keep its place in the pool as your DT alt test. I feel like a big advantage for Arto here potentially is, the fact that the AR is not like past 10. It's only AR 10 flat, not 10.3, so reading's not going to be a bit of an issue. The speed is not going to be a bit of an issue. It's essentially just a raw control test. You really need to be careful with the snaps. You really need to be careful with these fast jumps, man. This map has so many jump scares that can just really easily catch you off guard, which, I'm expecting hayley to be able to handle comfortably considering her position as a DT-oriented player, but no, it's her to find the first break, and Arto, despite being on many accuracy, still holding that combo relatively well, so he just has to keep it up. Lead still over the hayley side because of that accuracy. It's a fairly long map for a DT alt test, so hayley still has some breathing room, but if she continues to find these misses and Arto manages to hold that combo for a significant amount of time, I mean, there's a potential for a breakpoint here. I feel like the past couple of maps we've seen have just been so close, man. Except for that Nomad 5. So, My god, it's a scary matchup. These two players just really have to give it their all if they look to take any of these points, man. And you can see it right here. hayley, despite missing at the start, looks to try and recover it. And Arto, despite on that accuracy deficit, trying to hold that combo for as long as he can, but there's the miss. And immediately, the lead shifts over to hayley. That's just how it is, man. If you're on the lower accuracy by 7% practically, well, now 6%, but Jesus Christ, it is a very, very wide margin. Then, you know, you're gonna be on the disadvantage for practically the entire map. And yeah, hayley did miss right there, but just look at how much the lead widened off of those two, like off of that interval, man. Arto has the combo here, but the question is it gonna be enough? He misreads the 1-2! And I think that just seals it. hayley with the advantage again. Just looks to snowball this lead out of control. You can't really do anything about that. This is an unrecoverable miss there. And hayley slider breaks on nothing. I don't think it even matters. These misses from her have kind of been coming out of nowhere, but even then, damage has been done. Arto, pretty solid efforts at combo gaming, but it just is not going to be enough. It's 96 versus 91, and he only has an advantage of about 100 combo. If you see another miss, there you go from hayley. Then maybe there's a bit of an opportunity considering how fast, you know, Score can scale on DT, but I mean the trade comes in, and you know there's not really much you can do there. Arto, a valiant effort. hayley finally looks to try and gain the lead this time by winning her DT4 pick. So now things have gone back to normal. No more break points, it seems. Now the question is, what does Arto take? What does Arto look to go for? There's still the rest of the HDs. There's still the technical picks in the Nomads, Nomad 4 or Nomad 3, but instead, he's gonna go for precision. Probably thinking about, you know, hayley's HR4 ban. And this one is a lot more accessible than the Hyper Precision CS 7.8. This one is just pure CS 6.5 flow. Kind of interesting pick from him, considering he banned out the Nomad 2, which was also pretty flow and somewhat similar to this. But we'll just have to see. Maybe Arto's got something up his sleeve on the precision maps. It's another short map, so this one could also get really, really dicey. My god, the matches, like, so far in this stage have kind of been back and forth and scary, so I feel like it doesn't really matter, like, which player I imagine to be more comfortable or more advantaged on these picks, because anything can really happen. You guys probably saw those misses, like, earlier, coming out of nowhere from both players. The most roughest of comebacks, the breakpoints. So this has the potential to go to either side. Maybe the hayley side, maybe the Arto side. Just have to see. It's another combo game test. Flow here, very, very comfortable, very, very standard. It's hayley to find the first break, but once again, man, Arto just looks so damn uncomfortable with the accuracy. So it's still gonna be a lead over to hayley's side, but another miss comes over from her. Maybe the precision is actually one of her weaknesses. It seems like she's just not feeling too comfortable on the HR so far. Losing that HR3 earlier. Maybe Arto might look to maybe pick that HR1 later if he wins this out. Because so far, he's doing a pretty damn well job of hitting these streams, you know? I mean, yeah, he has the lower accuracy, but he's recovered fairly well and he's comboing. He needs to hold this until the very end though, right? Up until the break if he wants a solid chance at winning this. And there you go. They see the scores and he is, you know, he's shown hayley what he's got. Now the question is, can he keep that combo till the very end? It's the second half to come in. The bursts aren't really going to be getting too hard up until the Ki, so I mean, there's still some streams and bursts here, but the flow, very standard, very comfortable. Unless one of these players, you know, find the shakes, then there is a potential for a miss. Here comes the more space streams. Here comes the Ki real soon. And this is where everything counts. Both of these players holding their combos. This lead is still so insignificant. Arto finds the break, and hayley immediately shifting it back. It looks to be a break point from her. She looks to try and steal this point from Arto. This might be a massive mistake. hayley holding that combo, man. It was a rough start on those first couple of scenes during the first quarter, but look at this recovery. 98 accuracy and 600k in climbing. Probably gonna push it to 700k, I'm gonna be honest. And I mean, Arto, look to try and abuse that precision, but it just is not gonna be working out well for him. That's just how it is, man. You played your damn best. Really, really solid score, 570k. But against 860, that's not gonna matter. It's a 4th point from hayley, and she looks to potentially push it to match point if she can win her next pick. Now, the question is, what is it gonna be? hayley, I'm gonna be honest, probably just gonna go and pick, DT2. I feel like that would make sense. Just give yourself the advantage, and where else would you do it except on the speed, the speed skill set that looked so damn dominant for you on the previous Nomad 5. So what'll it be, hayley? It's gonna be the DT2. I mean, if she wants to go for aim first, I mean, DT1's available, maybe HR1, but I feel like those ones are kind of, more dangerous. So I'm expecting the DT2 to just come in. Just have to see. My god. Insane scores from both players, man. This has been... I feel like some of the best scores we've seen so far in the bracket are kind of coming from this match here. These two players know what's up, man. They're trying their damn hardest to take each other down. So let's see if Arto can make a comeback and recover this, because right now the situation kind of looks dire. If hayley goes for that DT2, I kind of expect her to win that. But instead, she's gonna go for HD3 Mech Tech. What the hell? Maybe the high BPM not too comfortable for her, I suppose. But then again, I'm not expecting Arto to pick that either. So who knows? Maybe she's saving it for later. But I feel like, you might as well go for the DTs if you want to just push yourself to match point. But oh well, we'll just have to see, I guess. This one, very, very mechanical, very, very standard. Oh, couldn't pick DT. My bad, man. Okay, listen. I am so unprepared. I am, sick as hell. I shouldn't even be here, man. I should be doing some, schoolwork, but, we're just chilling. We're just vibing. My bad. That completely slipped out of my mind. I have to make a note of that. I keep forgetting that, double picking isn't allowed. I think I, made a mistake earlier as well, during the Yellow Jello Fentos match I commentated earlier. So, my bad, guys. No double picking, so hayley can't pick the DT2 just yet. It's gonna be the HD3, which is really interesting. I feel like if she didn't have the opportunity to pick into DT, then, I would expect her to go for something mechanical like, HR1 or Nomad 1, but, I mean, so far, it's looking pretty good for her as Arto finds the first break. This map, very, very standard tech. I feel like a lot of the difficulties is gonna be coming from the flow, which, I mean, HD flow, very niche skill set, but the spacing of these streams very, very standard here. But it's Arto to find another break, so just not comfortable enough on this map, and hayley just looks to try and reap the rewards, man. So damn comfortable. That's still an FC, I think. 98 accuracy. Arto just cannot find it in himself to bounce back, and even though hayley misses, it's Arto with a trade. It's a complete collapse from the guy in blue here, as hayley is gonna be sitting comfortably with, about 150k of score lead going into the break. And they see the scores, and Arto knows that this point is pretty much doomed unless we see a big collapse from hayley going into the ending. This ending part, I mean, relatively standard, relatively similar to, the earlier parts of the map, but still there's a potential for misses if you're not too comfortable here. The big jumps, the bursts. Arto finding those act drops, man. He had the advantage in terms of accuracy earlier, but completely lost it, and hayley just ran it down. Didn't even leave him any breadcrumbs to try and pick up. Arto's just been left in the dust, and he is just running off into the sunset. Jesus Christ. 540k and climbing. Arto's holding the combo, but that's not gonna matter. It's Hayley matching him in spades, and there you go. It's her 5th point on the board. She looks to push it to match point on the HD3. Arto is in a really tough situation. My god. Come on, Benz, come down. You're not even helping me. You're getting a sick dude to commentate, and you don't even want to help me commentate, bro. What the hell? Screw you, Benz. But yeah, that's just how it is. It's tough. But you know what? You just gotta play with what you what you've been dealt with. And Arto, he's gonna pick HD2. It's gonna be 2 HDs in a row. And I mean, it makes sense. I feel like if there would be a skill set that Hayley's relatively weaker on, it would probably be the reading tests here. So I could see this going pretty well for Arto, but so far, man, the accuracy has just been looking so tough from Arto. There really needs to be a bounce back here. Really need to see something, comfortable from him, and it needs to start here, because one mistake and down to the losers bracket he goes. I mean, he's still guaranteed top 6, but I mean, I feel like what's better than top 6? A confirmed top 3 spot if you make it to finals. So he's got to bounce back right here, right now, and not leave Hayley any opportunities to steal any one of his points. Right after this, it's gonna be the last picks from both players respectively. So I mean, there's still a potential for a tiebreaker here if Arto starts to lock in and really boosts his accuracy and consistency through the rest of his maps. Either way, it's gonna have to start on this HD2, man. It's an absolute banger. This is your low AR aim mechanics consistency test. Gonna come out at AR 8.2. So let's see how it goes. It's 3 minutes long of consistent jumps, man. And yeah, it is like 147 BPM, but the awkwardness and the sheer unorthodox nature of these patternings and the angles, just so easy to catch you off guard if you're not the most comfortable at reading. It's so easy to mistap on any of these patterns, man. I don't know how people get really insane scores on this, like in matches actually. So let's see how these two players manage to fare on this map. It's Hayley to find the first break, going into the big slider, going into the first chorus. So that's already an advantage for Arto, but it's a slider break to trade. But thankfully for Arto's sake, he has the accuracy this time. He has the advantage this time. Finally, we see one of these maps where Arto actually has the better accuracy and looks to be more comfortable than Hayley here. It's 93 versus 97. Arto is looking very strong on this. And even though the combos are equal, I mean, all he has to do is pretty much just match Hayley in terms of combo through the rest of the map, and not drop that accuracy by a significant amount. So it's looking pretty good for him. We still have a lot of map left, and we see some 100s kind of feeling a bit shaky on those jumps, but still the combo intact for him as well as Hayley. It's the next guy to come in the big sliders, so up to this section and the preceding parts to decide who's gonna come out of this. They both hit the slider and the triple. It's the second half to come in. That lead just staying very slightly over to Arto's side, but at the very least, it's comfortably sitting there because of that accuracy lead. But my god, if that miss comes in real soon, it's a trade from both players. They're practically playing identically here, but it's Arto with the 97 to maintain that advantage. And I feel like that's exactly what Arto wants. This battle of attrition is well over to his side as long as he doesn't collapse too hard going into this hardest section of the map. The jumps here, the sliders here get really damn brutal. Arto, you have to stop missing. Hayley will trade with a slider break, but the accuracy is still gonna be keeping it steady over to Arto's side by just about 30k. That is not gonna be budging unless we see a massive chain miss or a massive act drop from Arto. They both hit the stream and the big slider, and now it's gonna come down to the last set of jumps in the ending. Arto, by the skin of your teeth, are you gonna be holding out? Are you gonna be holding on to dear life in the winners bracket? It's gonna be so damn close, but if he can keep this accuracy lead, it might just be enough. They have the same combos. There's no misses from either player. Arto is not gonna go down just yet, it seems, and they both break at exactly the same time, pretty much. Doesn't even matter that Arto misses that triple there. He is gonna be edging it out by just about 20-something K, man. He's still in it to play. Now, this is where it all counts, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you look at the scoreline, you'd imagine it's probably over at this point, but it is 5-3 in a best of 11 situation, and it's the final pick from both players. Now, hayley gonna be going for that DT2, which makes sense. Her final pick, just go to that speed that looked so strong from her on that Nomad 5. But if Arto can win this, I mean, all he has to do is win his final pick, and tiebreaker is potential. Considering a decent amount of the map pool has already been, exerted. These last couple of maps from both players are probably gonna be a bit more dicey. hayley went for the HD3 earlier over this during her previous pick. Actually, wait, no, never mind. That's because she couldn't double pick. My bad! Oh my god, my brain is so scrambled right now. So yeah, I don't even know anymore. Oh well, but yeah, it's a strong pick from hayley. Like, it's another one of those picks where you'd expect her to win. But this one probably a lot less safer than the Nomad 5, because this one is mostly just quints, really. Like, yeah, there's a couple of long streams here and there, and it's really tough to hit at 261 BPM. There you go, that's one of them. But I mean, as long as you can mash relatively well and you don't shake it off, you could potentially make an upset here despite being on the lower accuracy. So Arto, it's kind of up to you to try and hold this combo till the very end. You gotta pray for hayley to make a miss, because I don't think that accuracy is gonna be dropping anytime soon. But those are the trades coming in from both players. And my god, it's still up. It's still anyone's game here. They both missed towards the end of that TI. A big act drop from Arto though, giving hayley a little bit of a lead there. But that is practically nothing on a map of this nature here. The DT2 so short, and on the DT as well. So if you can manage to edge out a nicer combo than your opponent as soon as they miss, that lead is going to be shifting over to your side very quickly. So the question is, can Arto hold on for dear life, or will hayley just steal this point away and end things right here? It's gonna be coming down to the wire. It's the bridge section to come in. They're both making it through the triples. They're both trying to keep their combos intact. They both know that it all counts here. It's the last PI. It's 96 versus 93. It's a double 500 combo on the board. There needs to be a miss from hayley right here, and there it is. Arto, can you steal it back? It's 600 combo. It's shifting back ever so slightly. He hits the big stream. Is there gonna be enough time? It's going back to blue, guys. Arto, it seems like it's not done from him just yet. Daylight robbery. He steals the DT2, man. He is not done. Now he just has to win his final point, and there's a potential of a victory here. Jesus Christ. The combo game. Oh my god. It worked out on the HR3 earlier, and just when he needed it, it works out here on the DT2. And my god, I feel like DT2 from the very start was, probably in hayley's playbook. Just go for the speed, and after you've exhausted one of the other picks because of double picking. But my god, that's a tough one, and I feel like momentum might be shifting here. The question is, does Arto, have it in him to win, the last couple of maps? He doesn't really have much to go with. He can't pick the HD1. There's the rest of the AIM maps. There's still the Nomad weird maps. It's not gonna be Nomad 4, it's Nomad 3. Ashura-chan is gonna be coming in. Seems like Arto doesn't like Oshinusumi too much, considering how very unorthodox and control heavy it is. It's gonna be alt. It's gonna be flow alt. Ashra-chan is coming in, baby. And it all counts on here, man. My god. Arto's been playing in the tourney scene for a while, and look at him go. Seed 4. This is his opportunity to make himself, stand up for himself in the scene as a player capable of, matching with the big leagues. So it all counts on this, man. If he can win this would be a massive advantage for him in this tournament. Securing top 3 and taking down the seed 1. hayley, it looked so strong earlier during the previous picks, but past couple of maps seems to be looking a bit dicey here as she finds the first slider break, I think. Gets slow slidered off of the bat, but not gonna be mattering too much. It's a very consistent map. You need the accuracy lead here. You need the big combo here if you want to make a difference. And so far, Arto's looking like the more comfortable player. hayley seems to be struggling a bit on the ult. Seems like this skill set not really too much of a comfy one for her, but I mean, we've seen her do magic like plenty of times, like just now in this match, so there's still potential here for her to just take this, but oh my god, that's a miss from her right before the Ki, and Arto's gonna be taking it away. It's 98 from him, and he's looking way more comfortable. hayley, where has the magic gone? Where has it gone, man? Arto, he's looking to push this a tiebreaker. This is his moment. He just has to keep it going and hold till the very end, because it's not safe. On a no mod 3 that's this dense, that's flow oriented as well. I mean, that 500 combo, although as massive as it may seem, that's not going to be doing too much on a map as dense as this. You really need to extend it up until the very end. And, if he can keep it up, if he can just hold past this Ki, there's going to be a bit of downtime. And oh my god, he does it. It might be Prison of Abyss, ladies and gentlemen. It's 96 versus 98 as well. hayley misses on nothing. That might just seal the deal. That slider break came from nothing. Arto, he's doing it, man. He's making it real. He's claiming destiny by his hands. It's gonna come down to tiebreaker, guys. It's all coming down to tiebreaker. It's looked so damn difficult for him to get his way back into this match, but he's making it look real. He's making it a reality. He's clenching it by his fingertips, man. Look at him go. DFC is still standing. He's not even broken just yet. 98 and still standing. What more can you do when your opponent's doing something like this? The dominant performances that we saw hayley putting up earlier in this match. Arto seems to be looking to match that on the Nomad 3 just when he needed it. And it's gonna be the big flow section coming in. The question is, will Arto hold this combo till the very end and push himself to tiebreaker in style? He might just do it. It's one more Ki. 1.2k combo. 98.6. This is absolute perfection. The perfect final pick to push yourself to the final test. Arto, what a performance. What a bounce back. He's won the past 3 maps in a row to push himself up to the point of tiebreaker. And now, the question is, does he have what it takes to take down the seed 1, or will hayley push herself to top 3 once and for all? It's gonna come down to one final map, ladies and gents. Prison of Abyss is here. Tiebreaker is happening. Jesus Christ! What just happened? What just happened? That's an FC from... That's an Arto! Oh my god, I am too sick and out of it to even comprehend what the hell is going on. But Jesus Christ, this is what's going on. This is 5 AUNZ Cup, man. Oh my god. These players putting their heart and soul to try and win things out. This is how it goes in a 1v1 tournament. Doesn't matter what seeding you are, doesn't matter how dominant you've looked. If you just play a little bit off, there's a potential for you to lose. And Arto is looking to try and prove that there is a potential for hayley to lose. What's up, Albatross? He just joined in and immediately left. I think I'm going to be soloing this tiebreaker. Where the hell did he go? Oh my god, I think it was an accident, but oh my god. Everyone, chat. it's tiebreaker. Semifinals winners tiebreaker. It's an 11-minute behemoth of a mechanics test. And it's up to these two players to find their way through it if they want that spot in top 3. It all comes down to this. 3 sections of this map. There's the fairly decent mechanics, aim-oriented first third, and the second third becomes more flowy. And then the BPM ramp up until the very end. These two players have to make their way through this, through the oblivion that's to come in this map, man. There's just so much for you to try and take in on a map as long as this. And with nerves, I cannot imagine just how both of these guys are feeling. Any single bit of a combo will prove to be instrumental. And so far, hayley gonna be taking the slight lead because of that accuracy, but that's not even gonna matter because the map is just that long. If anyone finds that first break, if anyone finds that substantial combo, that's really what's gonna decide things here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prison of Abyss. This is just the start. It's the tamest third in the map, in my opinion. As it's fairly aim-oriented. Yeah, there's some flow. But, I mean, the streams aren't even that difficult just yet. You really just have to be consistently keeping your cursor steady through any of these patterns. You can't miss on the stacks. You can't miss on the jumps. Both of these players, very comfy. Arto looking to push himself to 99. He's looked down and under on the mechanics so far, but here he is, man, looking to bounce back. Trying to match hayley as best as he can. Because, even though accuracy, I mean, on a mechanics map that's this simple, I'm assuming both of these players are gonna have fairly similar accuracy throughout, so I think that's not gonna be too much of a factor here, but, any lead is really gonna help on tiebreaker for sure. So far, no breaks from either player. They're looking to push this to 1K combo. And, my god. There's still a lot left for us to see. It's only the first quarter. And one of those aforementioned sections that we are about to see here is gonna be the build-up into the flow third, as the big spacing streams are gonna be coming in. This is where the potential for a break is very high. This death stream, man, it's so dangerous, it's so scary! They're both hitting it! They hit the space part, and they're still keeping it steady. This might be a double FC going into the second third, and there you go, they hit it! But he under-aims! He under-aims! And that might seal the deal! It's still a long map, however. If hayley finds that break soon, there's a potential, but I think there's a break coming real soon. If she sees the situation at hand, she knows she just has to hold for dear life. She knows she just has to keep that combo steady. Arto might have just made the biggest mistake of the tournament. That's a disaster. She sees it. She knows it. Arto. Oh my god, that's just so tough. That's such a difficult miss to have. In the middle of the map, no less. And now hayley. I mean, in my opinion, the flow section is one of the more dangerous parts to hold on because the spacing of the streams can get really scary. You see it right there! The spacing catches hayley off guard, and there is the potential for a comeback. Arto is still in the game. It's not over yet. It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. The combo lead not gonna be too significant here. There's probably gonna be there's probably another miss warranted from hayley here if Arto looks to try and bring this back, because their accuracies are just so similar right here. They both make it through those streams. And there you go. The flow section is coming in the second third of the map. Oh my god, it's still incredibly close. It's still similar score lines here. A differential of just about 10k off of hayley's slight extra combo earlier. But if hayley finds another miss, there's a potential for that to disappear in an instant, man. You gotta make sure to hit those stacks very, very comfortably. You can't find the act drops. Arto messes up a bit with a couple of hundreds, giving it over to hayley, that accuracy lead, but hayley matching that act drop with some 50s as well. Oh my god, they're looking to bring it back to 1K combo, going into the second half of the map. These two players fighting tooth and nail, giving it their all. That's what this map is, man. Prison of Abyss. This really just is a battle of attrition. It comes down to how much of your heart do you have left to give. Blood, sweat, and tears poured into 11 minutes. Arto is just unable to keep up. However, the miss-aim, oh, he messes up the stream, and hayley has the 800 combo to try and take advantage of that. But the question is, how long can she keep it up? Another miss from Arto. Does he not have anything left to give? He have seen No Mod 3 just earlier, but is that gonna be the limit to his performance here? The big stream coming in, and hayley hits it. This might be the beginning of the end. This time around, it might actually be the end. Oh my god. It's 30k and a 1k combo from hayley. There needs to be a miss real soon. On a map as long as this, 30k is gonna be absolutely massive. They both hit the very, very awkward jumps. Arto misses on the slap! Is that an undertap? I don't even know what that was. I wasn't looking. A miss absolutely out of nowhere, dashing Arto's chances of potentially coming back into this tiebreaker. hayley's still holding. But if she chain misses, if she messes up very badly on this coming death stream, going into the BPM ramp up, maybe there's a chance. This is it. The big stream's gonna be coming in. Oh, the flow catches hayley off guard, but it's not that big of a deal. It's a slight mishap. Only a couple of misses. That lead is gonna still be like staying comfortably over to hayley's side as Arto finds those act drops. And now this is where it all counts. This is where he might see his doom. I believe this is a 240 BPM ramp up. Arto, statistically during the previous speed and mechanics oriented maps, has looked way worse in terms of accuracy. We might see the act drops coming in from Arto. It doesn't even matter that he has a 300 combo lead. If he finds those act drops, that lead is not going to be shifting back anytime soon, unless hayley just disastrously finds a lot of breaks on this final section. The jumps, so damn scary at this BPM. The bursts, the spacing, man, it's so tough. They're both still on the 98. Arto's trying his best to keep up. But the question is there even room for him to recover those mistakes? It's coming down to the wire, man. Like, you look at the score lead. Arto has a 250 combo advantage. But that lead isn't even budging. It's still 50k, man. We need more blood to be spilled from hayley's side if we were to ever hope for Arto to make a comeback. And oh my god, he messes up the 1/3. Those are a lot of 100s. You can't be doing that on a consistency tiebreaker like this, Arto. You need to keep your tapping steady. You cannot drop any more lower accuracy than your opponent. Oh my god, the 1/3s are coming in. These streams so dangerous. And that's a slider break from Arto. I think that's it. There's no room for recovery past that point. Even if hayley chain misses, because of how long this map, I do not see this lead coming back. Arto, I think that is the limit of his capacity in this match. Jesus Christ, hayley will find the slider break, but there's no combo from Arto to take advantage of it. What does he have in hopes to try and bring this back? And there you go, there's the trade to come in. He mis-aims. His aim is getting more sluggish. He's just unable to keep up at this point. Maybe the grip is starting to slip, or maybe his stamina, man. His endurance is just running out. It's 11 minutes. This might simply just be too much. It's the final section of the map. hayley, she's put up such an incredible combo on that second half, on that second third. Put up such incredible performances on the previous maps we've seen. F-seeing that No Mod 5, absolutely insane accuracy. And despite it being dicey, despite being contested twice in a row now actually, after winning tiebreaker against All Blue just previously, she looks to try and win tiebreaker once again against Arto. The final stream to come, the chain misses to come, but more so on Arto's side. I think that pretty much just seals it, especially with the act drops, dropping him to 96.8. hayley, although shaken, although proven that she can bleed, will not be stopped just yet. Her dominance on the tiebreakers, her consistency, her cap just cannot be reached. hayley, is the future of Australia, and she is proving why that is going to be fact real soon. As she closes out tiebreaker right here. They see the scores, and it is 90k separating these two players. And it is 90k that's gonna be sending Hayley to that top 3 spot. She has done it. Hayley 2 times in a row has won tiebreaker, and she will etch her spot in winners finals. Jesus Christ. That is one of the matches of the tournament. Hayley looked so dominant from qualifiers off of the bat, but has proven that she can be stopped. She can be, she can be. You can push her down a little bit, get some points off of her. But when it comes down to it, in this battle of attrition, during the tiebreakers, she always comes out on top. And what more do you expect from your seed 1? An insane performance from both players. A respectable attempt from Arto at a comeback. But once again, it's gonna be Hayley to take that victory. And her opponent next will be decided in just a couple of minutes. You see it right here. Upcoming matches. It's one more from winners semifinals. Marco and Albatross. The winner of that match will have to face the seed 1 in winners finals for a spot in grands with a 2 life advantage. So, my god, banger match. This entire round has been full of banger matches. So I hope this final one from Marco and Albatross is no different. And with that, that's been me, Gabber SS, joining here in the commentators booth. A respectable, very, very respectable performance from Arto there, trying his damn hardest, but at the very end, just could not budge the final pillar in Hayley's play, which is her super damn strong skill cap on the tiebreakers, man. Like, my god. And with that, I think that's pretty much about it. Stay tuned for the final match in, I think 25 minutes later. And that's been me, Gabra Says. I'm probably going to be joining you guys once again for some last-minute commentary while my throat is, pooped and while I'm sick. So I'm going to take this 30-minute break to eat some dinner. Do some more cool matches for the tournament. And cheers to everyone. Good luck to Marco and Alba. And good luck to the rest of the players who've already confirmed top 6. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes. Bye-bye.